ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
Breaking news out of San Marcos, where 3 people have been taken to the hospital in what may be a series of stabbings. This happened just after 9 o'clock in the 300 block of Autumn Drive. The San Diego Sheriff's Department didn't disclose how many of the 3 were stabbed. The department did confirm all were injured, and the department says no one is in custody at this time. In other news, Padres baseball is back in San Diego. It's not the opening day that anyone envisioned, but both fans and the players made the most of it. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt, and we have team coverage of what happened inside the ballpark and around it. ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura shows us how Padres fans are finding ways to enjoy the start of the season.
Petco Park is closed to fans because of the pandemic, so many are just trying to get as close to the action as they can. It's an opening day like no other.
Typical opening day starts, right at the very bell, and people are crowded and down here several hours before the game.
The game still brought some people out to the ballpark.
Back in the box, turkey.
Or at least restaurants near it, like Social Tap.
Oh, we have 2 pages of wait list right now, so as people walk around and try to find out what their best option is,
Owner Brett Crenshaw didn't have any trouble filling tables and chairs outside.
But it's still so much different, it can be standing room and all that.
But this year, the restaurant's capacity is reduced because of social distancing rules outside, as the community tries to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Though fans didn't let the pandemic ruin their love for the game.
It's about time. It's about time this thing kicked off.
Chris Messenger has this view from his balcony. He has a small group of people over to enjoy the game, and he's willing to keep sharing the view to different fans throughout the season.
I run a tight ship on opening day. This is my 8th or 9th opening day for my balcony, so you invite people. You can't have too many, but I'll start letting normal people I don't know yet in a few days. There's going to be some babies for the first time, moms and dads, couples. Let's make it fun.
Because even though the pandemic has changed a lot, it hasn't changed what opening day means for many.
This is baseball. We're Americans, they go hand in hand, so it definitely is special. Again, we're playing the hand we're dealt.
Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
How did Padres fare without fans in the stands? ABC 10 News sports director Ben Higgins was there to witness a promising beginning to this pandemic-shortened season.
It's a shame fans weren't able to attend this game in person because it was exactly the kind of performance they've been hoping to see from the Padres. It started with a terrific pitchers duel as Chris Paddock opened his second big league season by matching zeros with former World Series MVP Madison Bumgarner, escaping a second inning jam by getting a double play grounder. Paddock continued to pitch shutout ball through 6 innings, striking out 4 and affirming manager Jace Tingler's decision to make him the opening day starter. The Padres broke the scoreless tie with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning when Eric Hosmer took Bumgarner's 100th pitch to the wall in right center to clear the bases. A 3-run double and a big moment for Hosmer, who had been hitless in his career against Mad Bum. 1 inning later, Hosmer came up with the bases loaded again, and this time went the other way, but the result was the same. A 3-run double as Hosmer sets a Padres opening day record with 6 RBI in a 7-2 win over the Diamondbacks.
Definitely a different type of atmosphere, but we all realize what's at stake here. We all realize what's at hand. It's a 60-game sprint.
Yeah, he's had good at-bats off lefties, but to do it tonight off of Madison, that's a hell of a job by Haas.
Hosmer told me the team shared a nice moment after the game with Tingler to celebrate his first big league win as manager. Counts just the same in the standings, even if no fans get to see it in person. At Petco Park, I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
With the more than 200,000 San Diegans who have lost their jobs during the pandemic are about to lose a chunk of their income. As part of the CARES Act, the federal government added $600 per week to unemployment payments. But that bonus expires this weekend. San Diegans who haven't been able to find work say the loss of that extra money could cripple families.
And it is going to be a really scary time for a lot of people here very quickly.
Congress is considering bringing unemployment payments back with the next stimulus. Democrats want to keep the payments at $600 or higher. Republicans worry that amount encourages people not to go back to work. They want lower bonus payments, if any. The House and the Senate have yet to start negotiations. 3 new community outbreaks were reported in the county yesterday, one at a restaurant with a bar, a gym, and a church. Meantime, 490 new cases were reported for a total of 26,098, and 12 additional deaths were reported, bringing that total to 524.
I want her to go to jail. Like, she assaulted my husband, and I'm angry about it.
A trip to a dog park in Ocean Beach ended with a hospital visit for one San Diego man after he was pepper sprayed. His wife says they were harassed by a woman for not wearing facial coverings and also eating at a dog park where there's no food policy. ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala shows us part of the incident that was caught on camera.
The couple says it was their second time at Dusty Roads Dog Park in Ocean Beach. They say they had no idea there was a no food policy, and when they sat down and started enjoying their meal, they were quickly approached by a stranger who they say began harassing them.
What are you doing? You cannot be serious. You just maced him?
Witnesses in disbelief watching a man get pepper sprayed by a woman at Dusty Roads Dog Park in Ocean Beach Thursday.
That is not okay. Not okay.
We've blurred her face because she hasn't been charged with a crime, but police do say they took a misdemeanor battery report.
I want her to go to jail. Like, she assaulted my husband, and I'm angry about it.
Ash O'Brien says she and her husband were at the park with their 3-month-old pup. They sat at a picnic table away from others and began eating their food.
If we knew that there was a no food policy, we wouldn't have brought it into the park.
That's when the woman approached them, reportedly complaining that they weren't wearing face masks and were eating at the dog park.
Automatically started saying stuff about us not wearing a mask when we were social distancing. There was nowhere, there was no one near us. Wherever it's required, we wear it.
After an exchange of words, O'Brien says the woman walked away for a couple of minutes before coming back to the picnic table.
She just came up without saying anything and just stuck the mace can right in front of my face. My husband, being a good guy, walked in front of her and was like, "Hey, calm down, please don't do this." And then she grabbed him and just started macing him. She used the entire can on him.
The witness who shot the video tells me the woman quickly left the park after the incident, but her license plate number was captured on camera.
We drove to the hospital. He got treated.
The couple filed a police report and want the woman to be held accountable.
You had no right to do that to my husband.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
As we approach the new school year, we know many of you have questions about how to navigate having your children at home. On Monday, we'll be joined by Emily Dalton, an education advocate with expertise in special needs students. And you can join us at 9:30 a.m. for the conversation on the ABC 10 News Facebook page, or send your questions to tips@10news.com. As the week ends, more than a dozen states are seeing record coronavirus numbers and hospitalizations. Today, one of the doctors on the nation's coronavirus task force said California, Texas, and Florida look like New York did when the pandemic began. And Dr. Anthony Fauci says the hardest hit states need to stop reopening. As states work to turn things around, so do patients recovering from the virus, including a Texas doctor who has spent the last 6 weeks relearning basic motions.
You got this. You can do it. Breathe.
1, 2, 3.
Nice job, Grant.
Today, the rate of people testing positive in hard-hit states, including California, Arizona, and Texas, is going down. And 2 teenagers are behind bars after an 18-year-old was shot and killed in Carlsbad. Police say they were inside an apartment complex last night when the gun went off. Neighbors rushed to help before officers arrived. The victim was taken to the hospital but did not survive. A 16-year-old girl was booked into juvenile hall for manslaughter and gross negligent discharge of a firearm. A 19-year-old is charged with child endangerment. Officers believe the shooting was an accident. Governor Newsom will likely issue an executive order requiring a man who was recently released from a mental hospital to register as a sex offender. After his release, Kerry Smith was staying at a hotel in the North County before moving to Costa Mesa. Smith was taken off the sex offender registry in 2005. The Orange County District Attorney's Office says he claims to have killed 3 boys and molested 200. Smith could be given the order to register tonight.